Rutherford County Court. Before leaving a voicemail, please listen to the following message. If you have a review date coming up and you are in compliance, you do not need to show up for that court date. If you have an end of deferred judgment hearing or a CA diversion hearing and you are compliant, you do not need to show up for that court date. However, you are eligible to seal your record. If you'd like to come in on that date to make a verbal motion to seal your record, you are more than welcome. If you have compliance paperwork that you would like to submit to us, please fax it to 720-337-0860. Any other questions, please leave your name, number, case number, and reason you are calling, and we will return your call as soon as we can. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hello. This is James Jefferson, 622.
Yeah.
204.
That was my attempt to block the number.
Message long to all you tyrannical fools up there, and let you know that all the people are watching and seeing all the corruption. We're seeing how you're systematically setting people up and taking them down by violating their rights all the way through the system. We're seeing all this. And we're feeling all the contempt that y'all have for us when we attempt to do it legally and peacefully as the Constitution allows us to do, such as what I'm doing right now, which is informing you I will not break anything, any law that's constitutional. A constitutional law I will never break. I will never become violent. But I will also never not redress y'all when y'all break the Constitution and show your contempt to the people and continue to act in such evil ways. Be proud of yourselves. Y'all took down a great man today with all y'all's evil schemes, with your murderous cops that you never make responsible for the crimes they commit, with your treasonous judges who think their word is more important than the letter of the law, with all your little tricks and games. Y'all had a great victory today. Bask in it, because it will not stand. We the people will take our government back. We created the government. We will reform the government. And there's no place in a reformed government for evil, sinful, sorry actors like y'all have shown y'all are. Thank you. Oh, y'all never returned a call before, even though you say you will, so I certainly don't expect one now. I'm just letting you know, this is my protest, as the Constitution allows me to have, to let you know that we know what you've done. Have a good day, and Happy New Year, you bunch of short-lived. I say that because you will not be in the government for much longer with the sins that you have committed against the people of the United States. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Yeah, I'm sharing this with everybody because from what I'm seeing, one of the tricks they do is they're going to take me talking about their short life in politics, their short life as a government official, and they're going to take they're going to take that last statement I made in there and attempt to say that I'm threatening to kill someone. I certainly am not. I don't believe in violence. I believe that violence is the province of fools and devils, and not something that belongs in a civilized society. out in the jungle, two lions want the same thing or come across each other, whatever, there's probably going to be violence. It's one of the reasons why we call them wild. We're a civilized society. Supposedly, we keep telling ourselves we are. We're proud, you know. We made a document years ago we're all proud of called the Constitution. We put a Bill of Rights on there supposedly to make it so well known that we would not allow our government to take away our natural rights that we believe every person that's born has. That's one of the reasons why we put the Bill of Rights on the Constitution. I thought, that's what I've always thought, I still believe. Even the tyrants who offend it give lip service to it. But it's so obvious that we made a mistake, Law enforcement is necessary. That's something that a civilized society has to have, so we created it. But somewhere in the past, I can't give you the exact date, some of y'all know it, we thought, well, we're going to let certain people perform this function. We need to be able to respect them. I believe we should be able to respect them. We should. But the people we gave it to, maybe we could respect them. But somewhere along the way, after we made the mistake of giving them the additional protection of this so-called immunity, they realized that the restraints that we thought we'd put in place by being a nation of laws really don't matter if you got that immunity and you're willing to push beyond them. I think that's the basic reason why they've gotten so bad is because they realize that it's a very rare occasion that they'll actually be held responsible for their actions. We got to give them some leeway because they're going after the people, supposedly when it's done right, that are breaking the laws. But what we're seeing all over, thousands, there's literally thousands of examples since technology has came so far that we can see what's happening, in all these different places. It's everywhere. It's not just Denver. Denver's definitely, definitely a hotbed of corruption. It's so obvious to anyone who can see and hear. But it's not just them. And so that's the thing. I want this message for everyone who is in a position that we as a country have given, just a little extra layer of protection from responsibility for their actions. That at no time was it ever intended to make y'all gods like you're acting. And it's going to have to change. It's going to have to. I still believe that it can be done without violence. Maybe that means I'm stupid. I see a lot of people are right at that edge where violence is the only answer. But that we got to resist being pushed beyond that edge. We have to find a way, a legal way, which supposedly we have, because supposedly we are allowed to redress our government. And when we redress our government, the way I understand it's supposed to work is they're supposed to pay just a little bit of attention to what we're saying and make sure that that what we're saying ain't true. But it sure is hard to get them to do that, ain't it? You get them quick. You can call and tell them to do a welfare check because you think something's wrong at your neighbors. Not even one cause harm. And they got so corrupt that they use that. Not all of them, it's terrible to do the blanket thing. There's got to be some good law enforcement somewhere. But literally, can anybody truthfully believe that when they call and do a welfare check for their neighbor, because might be because they're too scared to go over and check themselves, which is what I would do. But I'm stupid that way. But because, all you got to do when I come over to do a welfare check, all you got to do to get me going is say, well, fuck you, none of your business, leave me alone. And hey, I know, it's cool, it's just somebody doing something I didn't understand. But you call, get the law to do it, and you might have just killed a Kevin Jefferson. A totally innocent woman. My God, I cry every time I hear her name. We're not related. I didn't know her. Don't know nothing about her. We got the same last name, so it makes it real easy for me to remember her, especially after the heinous way she died for nothing more than checking out a noise in her backyard. That's, what anyone would do. Nothing more than that. She's dead now. And it's still 50-50 if there's going to be any real, consequences for the ignorant ass tyrant who murdered her. That was a murder. In anybody's book. Watch his own body cam. I mean, you can't shoot someone and in the middle of shooting them, make some statement about show your hands or any statement. You're already shooting them. That man literally went in that woman's backyard, seen her through the window, and shot her dead. The corrupt people have been teaching their corrupt partners that there's certain magic phrases you can say that makes it where, with the limited immunity that you got, you didn't really murder her. You just had an unfortunate consequence to performing your duty. No, that man murdered that woman. That's a murder victim. Now, a lot of people think it's black and white. That's bullshit. That's a human being killed by another human being. Killing is a crime. Real simple. If I walk in my neighbor's backyard right now and see him through the window and shoot him, no matter what, I'm screaming through the window, I'm scared. I still murdered that person. That's what that is. And that's exactly how it would be treated. That should be the same way the police are treated when they do it. They ain't no different than we are. Oh, that limited immunity is a stupid thing. That's the reason I'm putting this out here. That's my view, and I'm interested in how many more of the people, because, collectively, we are the people. And I'm really interested in how many people have similar opinions that I do. So I've rambled and made this thing longer than the call. Kind of add to it to make you understand. Plus, I want everybody to know what I actually said in case they Eric Brandt me. His words have now got him convicted of terroristic threatening. My God, I would never threaten someone. Not with violence, not with, no. I will tell you that when you act wrong, there's supposed to be consequences, which is exactly what I tell the judges in Denver when I call. Specifically, that stupid old Judge Rudolph, who refused to do his job, instead abused a man's rights, that man being Otto, and after he run him off of the court, abused him the whole way, after he left the courtroom, he flipped him off. Flipping him off ain't violent. My God, have we really criminalized a simple gesture that shows that, okay, I'm gone, but I haven't acknowledged that you're a God? You just done me wrong. All I can do as a helpless individual who don't have the power you do is show my contempt by flipping you off. That's crazy. The reason why I support all this little fuck the cops day shit is because that's the easiest way in the world to discover if a cop is a good person or a bad person. A good cop will be slightly offended that you're saying that to him because he believes there ought to be respect for the badge. So do we. So do I. But we can't do it because nothing happens to the ones that are killing us and abusing us and raping us and all the evil things that they're doing. So the good ones are being bad because they support the bad ones with the very thing that we gave them out of respect. Anyway, I'm going to quit rambling and finish this. Just because they took Eric down for his words, I'm still hoping for a miracle. I'm still hoping that, because he's a smart man and I'm not. For the life of me, I don't believe he's threatening nobody. I do believe he's getting frustrated. Who wouldn't? Look at the shit he's been through just because he stood up for everybody. It's unreal. And now, before I could even get this thing where I could send it to y'all, basically the same thing's happened to another person from Denver, Abity, who we all call Liberty Freak. They've done the same to him. And the videos are out there. Everything's out there. You can see it. You can see it. But yeah, the people abusing the power, they've got him. He's convicted now, complete with 6 people agreeing. 6 people are theoretically part of we the people. Man, they're entrenched hard with their corruption, and they got it mixed together with the real deal so much that it's hard to fight. There's 2 people going down that personally I believe shouldn't be going down. And I believe I have the right to have that opinion and to say that opinion, and I don't believe I committed a crime by doing so. But who knows? I guess maybe I'll go down too, because I'm sitting here saying it and trying to make everybody hear me so I can hear what they think. We're either going to stand up against all this corruption and make it change, or we're going to sit cowering in our homes watching these videos and really be scared when a few people do get violent, because not everybody is committed to not being violent. That's just common sense. And the thugs, every time there's any violence used, they use that to take more of our rights away. We don't get it changed. I don't see no way that it's not going to end in even worse violence. And that scares the hell out of me. That's just another reason for me to keep doing what my Constitution and my very basic human rights tell me that I'm allowed to do and speak. No matter whether you make fun of me, whether you think I'm stupid, no matter what you think of me, I have a right to speak. And if you don't like what I'm hearing, you don't have to listen to it. I'm off here. I'm going to try to upload it now. Have a good day, people. please, please, let's stand and change this before before it gets even worse. We have to. My wish for everyone is a happy new year, and whatever you relieve, I hope y'all are able to live it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. This is James Kevin Jefferson. I won't put my number out again because I'm not supposed to dox myself. I really don't care about my number being out there, but they say I'm not supposed to have it out there, so I tried to make noise earlier. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.